Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Arcana Heart 3 Love Max. For those of you who are wondering, or are going to ask the question eventually, I'm going to stop that demo. It's weird, like these menus don't have music on them anymore. It's like these press start menus just have nothing on them and the music starts immediately after you press the start button. But anyway, for those of you who are wondering, the copyright strike is gone again. Unfortunately, the two videos that got the copyright strike have been knocked off YouTube search rankings, and I have no idea why this is the case, but it means those two videos about road skill by developer Craig Greenway are not going to be seen by any sort of relevant audience ever again. Nothing I can really do about that. Please never buy his games. So anyway, we're here looking at Arcana Heart 3 Love Max. Let's go have a look at the options real quick. You got a fair few game options. I put the game difficulty down to 1 just so I could get through the story. I'll put it back up to about 3. Default's 4, but I'm not that good at this game, so I'll keep it on 3. Yeah, I'll put it down to 1 to get through the story mode just so I can see what happened at the end of it. You can set time limits and the versus screen. We can change the display options. You can even turn a character filter on and off, which is quite a nice little touch for those people who want it. Sound options, normal stuff. There is no English stuff for this game. I can see why, but still kind of disappointing because I like listening to English dubs, but I mean, you know, sometimes it's just stuff you can't do about it. You got you got a decent button remapping screen here, not much you can complain about. And system option, which is just the autosave function, nothing to worry about really. You can also come here and change your title. So I am currently Invulnerable Napping, but we can also set a random title. So I'm Ibaraki's something. Now I'm Take This, now I'm Pause, now I'm Arcana, now I'm Pledge Shiga, and there's hearts in the background. Let's avoid that. Waiter Humanize. You know what? That's a good cause. That's a good charitable cause. Alright, so let's just go have a look through the modes real quick. Won't be playing all of them, won't be playing anywhere near all of them, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get the idea of most of them just by having a look. So we've got Story After Story versus Survival Score Attack, Trial Time Attack, and Training. One thing you may not have noticed is that there's no tutorial mode. This is a game that actually really badly needs tutorial mode. Oh wow, there's a reason for that, and I'll get into that later on. But anyway, we'll just go through from bottom up. And we've also got a replay theater, a gallery, and options menu, obviously. Replay theater is for online matches. I haven't been able to have an online match because both times I've checked, the lobbies have been empty. I'll go have a look for you later, but for now, yeah, we'll just have to take my word on that. Training. That's a pretty simple mode. It's just one-on-one fight with several changeable options. You know, what do you expect a basic training mode to be? Time attack, finish battles as quickly as possible. Trial, this is kind of like Trials and pretty much any other fighting game that has trials, except for some reason, they require you to do all 10 battles in a row, all 10 trial battles in a row. So one might be do homing attacks, another one might be do ground attacks, do aerial attacks, do special attacks. And for some reason, they require you to do all 10 in a row, and you can't select which one you want to start with, or at least that was what my experience with it is. It might change, who knows. Survival Score Attack, that's pretty obvious. Defeat all characters without replenishing health. Thank you thing at the bottom. Versus Mode, fight against the CPU, derp. So our main interest here is the story and the after story. The story, it might as well be an arcade mode. They might as well call it arcade. It wouldn't make a blind bit of difference. And after story is slightly interesting. Is that it tells a story that takes place after the main story, which is basically just a small set of scenarios that all take place inside a hot spring. So, like, you start off with one character unlocked, I believe that's the prologue, and then that moves on to every other character, and every character slowly gets unlocked over the course of learning the stories. And at the end of, and through every story you go and you have a fight, but I'm not going to spoil any of that, because that's pretty much the only reason you'd buy Arcana Heart 3 Love Max if you already If you already own Arcana Heart 3, that's pretty much the only reason you would pick up Love Max, other than, say, a rebalance. So our main interest here is going to be the story, but we're also going to go to the gallery, but we'll talk about the gallery later. We'll go play the story, which, as I said before, is basically an arcade mode, and I'll explain why in a moment. I'm really talking really fast today. Oh, I'm just still kind of pissed off about the fact that I've gotten copyright strikes on videos that should have no reason to get copyright striked. This is taking a really long time. Okay, so we've got 23 characters here. I believe it's 23, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 23, yeah. And each of these 23 characters are all fairly different. They all have their own attack patterns and movesets and all that. I mean, this I hate this girl right here because she's basically Zangief from Street Fighter 4, and I hate Zangief. So we'll just ignore her entirely. We're going to play as Heart, because Heart is one of the most beginner-friendly characters, but I've also played as Arcana, and there's a reason for that, and I've also played as... How do you say that name? I don't know. Charlacrut? I don't know, you got me. But every character here has their own unique moveset, their own gimmicks to them. Like, this girl up here, Charlarot, or I'll just call her Rotface. So Rotface here has a chain, which is actually a pretty unique gimmick. You use it, and you put up like little anchor things around the level, and you use them to swing back and forth and stuff like that. And you've got Arcana, who's focused on melee attacks, and Heart, who's a bit of the in-between. And it's just all the different characters have their own movesets. Like, my personal favorite character, just by character design alone, is Eiko here. Eiko has a servant that she draws with her crayon who carries her around. And the servant even has voice lines. It's kind of great. I love that. I love that concept. It's fantastic. And also, if you didn't notice, they all get smiles on their faces when you've selected them. Well, most of them do. When you've selected them. So we're going to play as Heart. Every character has like 20 different colors. That's kind of great. Also of note is that there's a simple mode as well. If we just go to the manual here, we can actually just have a look at the controls real quick. This is pretty much all you're going to get in terms of tutorials. So if you want to pause this, zoom in and read this crap, feel free. I'm not going to bother doing it. But as you can see here, this is the closest thing to a tutorial you're going to get. And yeah, it's kind of silly why there's no tutorial for a game that's actually relatively complex. And there's a reason why I think this game really needs a tutorial. And here it is. Well, that actually went by really quick. But basically, this game has what's called an Arcana system. And there are 23 different Arcana, or Arcana, or something like that. And these 23 Arcana all have their own unique movesets, which is kind of strange. They all have their own unique movesets and stat buffs. It's so odd. I've never seen such a system in a fighting game, and I actually really like the idea of it. A Arcana has both an attack and defense bonus, or even attack loss, depending on if the attack or defense are low enough. It's a really clever idea. Do you want to run a character that's actually a really powerful defensive build? Or do you want to run a character who's really powerful attack? Or do you want to do balanced? And every character has their own projectile attacks and short range attacks that are all affected by this balance. And all the Arcanas even have their own specific movesets. You will never know this unless you look it up, by the way. I have to go look this up. This is... Yeah, Japanese voice acting. Not terrible to listen to, but I mean, I just don't bother. To tell you the truth. It's not good enough to be bothered to sit back and listen to, in my personal opinion, so I just skip right through it and read the text. And yeah, I just gotta say, for a game with a system that complex, it's surprising that it doesn't have a single tutorial to tell you this. It's so weird, it really is. Does it even mention it in the manual? I just have to ask. You got your controls right there, including the simple mode controls, which is a pretty nice, you know, it's nice that this game includes a simple mode, because I've got a couple of people who I know who enjoy button mash games. But yeah, the manual doesn't tell you much about that at all, so let's just go back into the game. So, as much of the amount of story that I've gained through the game and through looking it up, is that Arcana R3 is obviously a sequel, so there's obviously stuff that's happened before. But basically, the story of this game is that a bunch of people have been created, and then there are a bunch of people who are just superhuman warriors and stuff like that. And there are portals opening up all over Japan, and they need to collect these 5 super crystals to prevent this weapon from coming back. And this weapon is capable of basically wrecking face. So, yeah. And the idea of the story mode is that we travel around fighting people, and we get these crystals back. So yeah, as I said, this game is basically an arcade mode more than anything else. You have 6 days until Japan is obliterated. And we have a bunch of characters we can pick from. We've got Akane there, but I think we'll ignore her because I'm going to be playing her later. So, we can just pick whoever we like. We can also go random, but I think I'll just go with her, because why not? I don't know all the characters off by heart. I've only played 3 or 4 of them, but I mean, they've all been significantly different characters. So yeah, you get these little people trying to annoy you. And then it's on to the fighting. When the game decides it wants to load, it's got some fairly long loading times. They don't translate those pre-battle talks, so you don't really get to listen to it. It's a shame. Big shame. And so I'm gonna pause real quick just right now, so we can go have a look at the command list. It's a pretty obvious set of commands, and a lot of characters tend to mimic this. We've also got the command list for our Arcana, which has all sorts of different attacks, which is actually pretty cool. And there's even bonus attacks and force attacks and all that, and it's kind of great. So let's go. So we've got our typical fighting game super meter down the bottom there. Also, the AI in the first couple of fights is actually really stupid. But yeah, you got your basic moves. Now, your super meter is a little bit of a strange one for very specific, whoopsie, for specific reasons. Oh, okay, this AI is actually gone around to kicking my ass. Oh god. Oh wow, okay. So the super meter in this game works a little bit differently to what you might expect. Your meter fills to a specific point, and you can make that specific point go higher by using attacks. And if you use a special attack like the attack I just used there, it will drain the bar to and make it red. But once the bar's red, you can't expand the bar anymore. So it's a combination of using your special moves and not using your special moves in order to get more special, so you can, you know, hopefully get to level 3 and get more special out of it. This game also has a homing button, which is something I don't see in fighting games that often. I haven't played that many, admittedly, but it's got this homing button that you can use to attack with. And it's kind of strange. Actually, hold on, my buttons are all wrong here. No, they're not. What? Oh, that's weird. I thought R would be my Arcana attack, but there are... Yeah, this is weird. My Arcana button's bound to the wrong thing. This is kind of strange. And as you can see up the top left there, it said Unlocked Memories, Arcana, Heart Main Story. Now, this is a bit of an odd system. This is why I said I'd go check out the gallery later. I'll be going and checking out the gallery later. Voice acting. Japanese voice acting. I don't know. You get this cutscene pretty much exactly the same way every time, except the background's different every time you come through this mode. So yeah, not amazing voice acting. Hildo. Sounds familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Loading. 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 Alright, we're here. So we just pick another character and we start fighting again. Doesn't really matter who we pick. There are preset fights at certain points along the storyline. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to fight Evil Chain Bitch at the end of the storyline, but... yeah. The good thing about this game, though, is that the fighting itself is indeed very enjoyable. And especially with 23 Arcana and 23 characters to pick from. Just because you're in story mode, that means your Arcana is locked. But when you're playing in pretty much any other mode, you can pick whatever Arcana you like. So you can play around with what Arcanas you have. You can choose one. You can choose a heavy attack character and then give them a healing one. Or something like that. I actually had to go look all this up. It's just... They really need to have a tutorial for this crap. I had to go look this up on an unofficial fan comic. Damn it. Okay, also, I like being able to do this. If I press A, B, and... Yeah, I totally have my controls mapped wrong. I have no idea what's wrong with them. Hold on, I gotta rebind this. So, make this R, make that circle, make that... Yeah, okay, that's correct. I have my Arcana button bound wrong, I'm sure I do. I guess Heart has an over-reliance on her... No, that's still not right. I swear that's not right. Yeah, R doesn't do anything. We have throw attacks. Let's try and get this... There we go. The fighting itself is very fast-paced and very focused on combos. And you do get several things to help you pull this off. Like, I like being able to... You have a focus bar or something in the top left. I forget exactly what it's called. And you can use that to do things like break out of combos and send your enemy across the screen and all that. I think I prefer playing as Arcana because their attacks are more physical oriented and I don't have to bring out my Arcana all the time. I guess Heart doesn't have any heavy attacks and just her Arcana attacks immediately get bound to the circle button. Bit of an odd thing. Also, those anime scenes on the left and right side of the screen are just a bit... It makes me laugh. So yeah, there are interactions between all the characters, and I'll explain more of them as time goes on, but... You know, later on. But anyway, the arcade continues. When I get to the first specifically... When I get to the first specific character-made story fight, I'll quit out and go and check out the other modes, just so you don't get spoiled on what the final boss is. I actually don't like it that much, but I mean, I've got a reason for that, and I won't say what it is, but it's a little bit underwhelming. Alright, so this is our first actually specific fight. We have to pick one of two characters, and this actually causes a sort of story event, where we get one of the crystals. Oh, it's Eiko! Oh yeah, well never mind. I guess this is actually the same for every character as well. That's a shame. Blade battle. I like how they all have different reactions at the very least to what Eiko does. That's kind of great. But anyway, we will fight Eiko right here and now. And then we'll go and check out the after story. And then maybe I'll just put it on survival score attack or something, just for the last bit of the video. I love that face on Eiko's Guardian. That's great. It looks so frightened all the time, and it makes me laugh every time I see it. Again, this is only like 2 or 3 hours of gameplay for me, so I don't understand everything about this game. Look at that face. Look at that smiley face. That's great. Okay, let's see. So yeah, the X button's actually a homing attack, and I haven't quite figured out how to make this work precisely to the advantage yet, but, I mean, a really good player at this game could probably string together a massive mid-air combo with good use of homing attacks. I've got to go have a look at my command list. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Let's see. Can I do something in mid-air? Okay, consumes 1 Arcana Gorge. This is what we want to try. So, we want to go back and then forward to back. Oh, no. Wait, so forward and then... Yeah, the game's bound something wrong. I don't know what it's done wrong, but... That's a weird-ass bug. I can't say I was expecting that. When I swap over to Arcana in the later modes, we'll have to see if that's actually fixed or not, but... Whoopsie daisy. But yeah, the game moves smoothly. All the characters are at least fun to control. Again, the AI is just kind of like really stupid in this mode, and I've yet to figure out why that is. Again, putting up the story mode difficulty will work, but they seem to gain a real boost in intelligence. Yeah, that's just a special move. Bastard. Come here. Oh well. It's still fun to play this game, even if you're mashing a little bit. It's a very flashy game, but there is also a lot of skill involved in terms of getting combos and stuff like that. But at least it's fairly easy to pick up, although you'll never know the difference between Arcanas until you go looking it up. It's a bit weird. Alright. So she's going to go look for her sisters, and we're going to quit back to the main menu. Also, my video capture kit does not like that loading screen. It just seems to stop rotating the now loading screen sometimes. I don't know. The rotating logo down the bottom right there. I don't know why it does that. We can't quit. We have to go into another story battle, and then we'll just back out so we don't ruin any more of the story for you all. I haven't actually seen this chick before. But we'll quit to the main menu. I'm keeping my promise. Once there's a lot of screens. Come on. Yep, no loading screen. God damn it. Loading screens. My mortal enemy. Been getting a lot of them on my PlayStation 4 lately because I replaced the hard drive with a 2 TB one, which is slightly slower. Alright, so we'll just quit to the main menu now. Just for the fun of it. No, we'll go do something else. So once it decides it wants to load. Alright, so time to go to the gallery. Now I've been playing with Arcana a lot, the character Arcana, and God, there's been a lot of Arcanas lately. I mean, like, I only saw one Arcana in 999 and Virtue's Last Reward, and then there's now I've seen 2 Arcanas in the past couple of months with Danganronpa 2 and this. So anyway, Arcana. Now these stories are actually ported from a game called Card of Glory, and they don't actually have any voice acting, which kind of threw me off a bit. But what these are basically side stories that you unlock through different fights. So I've been fighting with Arcana a fair amount, so I've been getting a fair amount of these story scenes. So basically the idea is that you go through these story scenes and they have a bunch of text and a little bit of backstory to these characters, and then you do a fight and then the story's over. And you unlock these for every single character. So you can go through and actually get a fair amount of story content for everything. It's a bit weird they don't have it all unlocked from the start. And why is it all locked away here in Gallery instead of being its own standalone mode? I have no idea. But nevertheless, you've also got, event CG and yum. You've also got, other CG from the after story and the memories. We've also got Link anime, those things at the side of the screen. You can just come here and watch them do specific moves over and over again, so it's kind of fancy stuff. I've liked how that shows in the thing, right? And you've also got the sound test. Pretty basic stuff. So yeah, it's kind of a nice way to unlock story by making you play the characters to actually unlock their story, even if it's just for a little bit. Because I mean, I really haven't played much as freaking Arcana, and I still managed to get a ton of story. But nevertheless. Alright, so I think we're actually going to do some time attack. I'm going to play as Arcana this time, and I'm going to play with a different Arcana. The problem is that they don't give you any of the move lists for the Arcana unless you start playing the game, so yeah. They all have their own benefits too, like the one I was using with Hard back in the story mode, yeah. Turns out that actually has a special ability. If you hold up after you double jump, it slows you down in the air. It's a bit of a weird thing. That lady's got a giant robot. That's not fair. Jeez. But okay, Arcana, there she is. Lots of colors. It's nice. You can just personalize your character the way you like. So as you can see, there are different Arcana. They've all got different stats. That's a fancy looking one, that's for sure. You can even choose random, so if you want to pick one to play with, it's all up to you, really. So, you know what, I'm going to go with fire. I haven't played with fire yet, and I want to look like an idiot during this, so we'll go do that. Just, I hope you don't mind if I pause and have a look at the combos real quick before I start the actual fight. I know Akane's moveset fairly well, all things considered. Puts me up against Heart right away. Yeah, thanks, game. Make me feel bad. And let me guess, if I had picked Heart, you would have put me up against Arcana straight away. Arcana must be a popular Japanese name. No argument. Just saying it must be, considering how much I've actually seen it. Alright, I'm gonna just look at the command list right here. Alright, so quarter circle forward, E, quarter circle back, E, forward, forward, back, back. Yeah, pretty simple, okay. I actually like this girl's R attack. Oh god. You whore. Oh, wow, okay. Oh. Not gonna happen. Get back on that wall. Yeah, I actually really like Akane's moveset. Watch this. I like being able to do that. I love listening to that little sound effect at the end too. I don't know what. Oh god. Oh, I hate that beam move. I'm gonna try and get close to her so she can't do it as much. Oh wow, no. Oh damn, she caught me off guard with a beam attack. Admittedly, this game is actually pretty damn good. I mean, what other special moves do I have? I've gone and forgotten half my special moves. Sorry, I have to go. Okay, 4. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, the AI. Yeah, I remember the special moves now. What was that other? Yeah, see, using homing correctly can really do you a massive amount of. Oh god, I am really not good against this strong AI. Gotcha. Damn it. Oh no. I suck against this AI. I really do. Oh. Wow, I just failed massively, didn't I? That was grand. That was grand. It's going to kick me back to the main menu now, isn't it? It's pretty much all it can do. No, it was just going to put me in a continue screen. I'm going to stop and I'm going to go and play... I'm going to go play something a little bit easier. Maybe with a different Arcana. Wow, okay, that was terrible on my part. I apologize to the video viewing community. Actually, you know what? I'll just... Oh, I guess... Oh, yeah, it only affects the story and versus mode. I guess that makes sense. So, you know, I'm gonna go play story again. Wait, no, should I go play story again? No, I don't think I should. You know, I think about it, because I won't be able to select a different Arcana. I'll just go back and try survival again with Heart, because there's not much else I can do, really. Or should I? Ah, screw it. I'll go play, you know what? I'll play as, Rotface, because I actually kind of know her moves. So yeah, anyway, I do actually quite enjoy this game a lot. It's really, really difficult to get used to at first, but, I mean, I'm still enjoying it a good amount. Its one major problem, its one major flaw is the lack of a tutorial mode to tell you about... Oh god, I just completely lost my train of thought there, I'm so sorry. its one major flaw is the lack of a tutorial mode, but the fighting itself is really interesting, deep and complex. The characters are all different. It's good fun trying to learn them and finding a good combination of Arcana and player. I'll just pick a random character. It's all about just learning how to play the game. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I really do enjoy the game a fair amount. I'm just going to play a couple more fights. There's going to be a point where I'm going to be knocked flat on my ass because I don't know this. I don't know this Arcana either, but yeah. Oh well. Also, why is that lady hiding watermelons in her... Yeah, I'm not even going to ask that question. I accidentally called the character a whore, and that was probably a really bad thing to do on video. Someone will call me out for that. Guaranteed. But, you know... That was a bit odd. I actually like this character a lot. She has this cane, which is her main part of her combo. I hate that move so much. Need to remember this. Ooh. Brought a rock down on my head. Thanks, girl. What's this? What's her Arcana? Back, forward, scramble right. Okay. Interesting. I really like using this boot attack, as it pushes the character back towards the wall. Every character has an attack like that, or at least most of them do. So yeah, this AI is weird. It doesn't elevate to its full potential until a few fights in. It's a bit weird. Homing attack. Not gonna try that crap on me. So yeah, if you're looking to play this game... Oh yeah, by the way, there's a chain up there. I wish I remember how to actually use those things. It's pretty easy to just chain the early AI like that. So yeah, we unlocked her next story as well. Yeah, this scene again. So yeah, I do. I wouldn't recommend this game over BlazBlue, or hell, if they bring out Ultra Street Fighter 4 on the Vita, that'd probably be a better pick over this. But this game does have a lot of enjoyable qualities to it, and it's definitely a fairly unique fighting game, especially with the Arcana. And the fact that there's a homing button. I've never seen a homing button in pretty much any other fighting game that I can think of. And I do quite enjoy this game a bit. And would I recommend it for a fighting game fan? Absolutely. Oh god, look at those melons. I'm going to stop commentating now, otherwise I'm just going to start saying random crap, and that's not going to be good for anybody. So I'll just hit the stop button, turn up the volume on the game a little bit, and let you guys watch a couple more fights with Rockface here. So, yeah. See you all next time.
再生食らえポイント戦闘機能一時停止敵戦闘力分析完了そう食らえまあ返答そうもう死んじゃえそうヤッホーケン返答開始まあ新規重点設置再生復帰近寄る殺したいよ我の壊れの手加減できなくてごめんね。あ、言い忘れてた。バーイ。機械なんかに心配される筋合いはないわ。当然ローゼンベルクに
日本沈没まであと4日。待て、そこの者。その無機質。
あ？エンジェルだ。第一世代のダサい。それであなた何者？第一世代。
私が誰かなど問題で。
エーテルリンク契約精霊接続完了。召喚。
パラドボウオンボッケンシュタンシル。争うつもりはないが受けて立とう。
スタンバイエンジェルファイト。はっ、食らえま
いざ参る。
いやもう怖
甘い。
邪魔
光る。
殺してあげる我の壊れ
ぬるい。
死ね伸びる結分食らえ
参る。
そう
甘い。
もう死んじゃ
甘い。
え食らえま食らえ
うかつ。なかなかにやるな。フォーク。
食らえま
マイル。フォーク。
鉄飛ぶよ
エクステンド。
殺してあげるうざそう
甘い。
殺してあげる我の壊れ
マイル。
食らえ
おい散々残殺そう。無音許せ。ハバキなんとかフォーク。
死ね
いざ参る。
はいちょっとポイント
はいや不甲斐なや。
ソフィー待って私を一人にしないで私に糧を教えてあげてもよかったけど
精霊石の原石を集めて何とする。
あなた分かってて聞いてんでしょ。
やはりか。 数十年の
日本沈没まであと3日。
エーテルリンク契約精霊接続完了。召喚。
銀票投射怪人列在前。
スタンバイエンジェル。はい。
かっこいいとこ見せてあげる。ひふみよいるなやここのタリ。ひふみよいるなやここのタリ。私に影武者なんかいないって偽物さ。
スタンバイエンジェル。はい。
吹っ飛べ。ほいはっはいいいややるぜ。いくよかはっそこね風はいであっほいやえいやえいやや そりゃうりゃはっべああかね弁心の術へへちょろいちょろいフルベはいはっジン吹っ飛べべあフルベつかみ取る